Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Thandeka Sita. I'm a girl from Kolini, which is situated in the Northwest Province. I know a lot of people don't know Kolini, and I always have to explain where Kolini is. But if you go to Mafikeng, if you go to Lake Timbeck, then you know that you have to pass Kolini. But I guess that's depending on which direction you take. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoy this content as much as I enjoyed shooting it. But at this point, I think you all want to know who I am, why this channel. But worry not, we are getting there. We're gonna have a conversation and you'll get to know me better. But, anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy this episode. My childhood was amazing. I don't want to lie, I had a lot of friends. One thing about me, I had so many friends. I loved playing outside. I was always dirty. I was that child that's always dirty. But yeah, my childhood was great. My parents were always there for me. I stayed with my parents, both of my parents. Well, that's up until high school, but otherwise it was great. My school journey was great. I was in Matlape Primary School, which is, I think, about 5 minutes away from my home, like 5 minutes walk away from my home. So that was great. I had a lot of friends in primary, and I think I got in a lot of trouble for finishing my mom's food with my friends because my home was near our school and we didn't have a choice. Break time, we are at my home finishing the food. High school was, I think, the most interesting because I got there and I saw a lot of people from different backgrounds, and it was just amazing for me to learn new things from new people. Um, I did learn a lot of things in high school, and I think high school was that important to me because I think I'm who I am today because of the discipline that I was taught in high school, right? So yeah, high school was amazing. After my matric, I went to the Northwest University in Poch. Um, yeah, I did my undergrad in psychology and sociology. I did my honors in sociology, and yeah, after my honors, I, phew, after my honors, I went back home because yeah, I had to work. My parents were like, no, after honors, you are working. After honors, you are working. We're not going to do this with you anymore. So after my honors, I had to go back home. I went and stayed with my dad for a few months, just trying to apply for jobs, and I was not getting anything. So luckily, I had submitted my CV at our local municipality. It's a local municipality. And they called me around September for an internship. So yeah, I was there doing HR admin for I think about 5 months. After my internship, I then moved to Boksburg to be a lecturer. What an interesting journey of my life. I lectured for 2 years at this college, and after 2 years, unfortunately, we were retrenched. Okay, so I go back home again with an honors degree. And this time around, I went to stay with my grandparents. I went there, I stayed with them for like a good year. And I think later on during the year, after applying so much and not getting any responses, I told myself I need to go back to do my master's. When I decided to go back to school for my master's, I applied. I think I applied on the 26th and the applications were closing on the 28th, if I remember correctly. So I applied just in time. Just in time. Look at God. So I applied to different universities. I applied to UP, I applied to UJ, I applied to WITS, and I I think the first response that I got was from UJ, and they told me they don't have space. I was so crushed. I was so hurt. Like, why, UJ? Why? And then UP also got back to me, Verts got back to me, and both of them, accepted me, basically. So I had to choose Wits. I chose Wits. After my master's, I was fortunate enough, I think 2 months later, to get a contract job. It was a short-term contract, I think 2 months, as a field worker. It was so interesting, oh my word. This journey for me was very interesting. A lot of people around me could not understand, why are you a field worker? Why are you doing this? You are overqualified for this. But for me, because I know that I love research, guys. I knew that I would enjoy it, and I knew that that experience was important for me. I did that for 2 months. I was a standardized patient in Soweto. So, yeah, I visited, I think, 40 clinics in Soweto, public and private, pretending to be a patient. So I would consult with doctors, I would consult with nurses, and yeah, I had to pretend to be a patient. This was for a study that Wits was doing, right? So yeah, it was interesting. 6 o'clock in the morning, I was already queuing outside public clinics, because you guys know how public clinics are. Hibo, it gets so full, you have to be there early in the morning. So after my fieldwork job, I had to go back home again and apply for jobs. Yo, what a stressful journey, guys. Luckily, 3 months later, I got a call from this company, and they asked if I'm still open for work, and I said most definitely. But yeah, they told me it's a short-term contract job, so I should basically prepare myself for that it's not a permanent job. And I think I was so happy to have a job. I didn't think of anything else. I was just happy to have a job, and I was willing to move all the way from the Northwest, Kulini, to Gauteng. This job was in Kempton Park, so I had to move from home to Kempton Park for a short-term contract job. And I did not mind, because I just wanted the experience. I just wanted the experience. So I went there. A lot of people actually were very much against it, because they didn't understand why I would move to Kempton Park for a short-term contract job. It doesn't make any financial sense, you know. But I went there because I knew I wanted the experience. I went there and I worked for 3 months. After 3 months, they told me they're extending again with another 3 months. Did that for 3 months. After the 3 months ended, they told me they're extending with 6 months. I worked for another 6 months. And yeah, unfortunately, the contract ended, and I'm now back at home again as an unemployed graduate looking for a job. That's how interesting my career journey has been. South Africa, this is what we have to deal with. Yo, at that time I'm studying unemployment. I'm studying youth unemployment. So every time I sit down with the youth, they always ask me this question. How is it that you have a master's degree, but you are here with us at home? My master's research was based on youth unemployment. And I sat down with 20 young people. They welcomed me with open arms, and they shared their beautiful journeys with me, which is something that I will forever be grateful for. After sharing their beautiful stories with me, I submitted my master's. I passed my master's. I completed my master's. But for me, I felt like the whole process was incomplete. They helped me with my master's. What am I doing to help them? I sat down with them and I realized that a lot of them are very talented. They're very smart. They have beautiful ideas, but they're just struggling to implement their ideas because they don't have capital. There's no money. So I thought to myself, I need to open a YouTube channel to tell their stories, so that hopefully one day someone will come and say, I want to help. Thank you so much for watching up to this point. I really appreciate your support, and please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and comment. I would really love to hear from you. Bye.